Shakespeare.
Oh, no.
You're okay, Bubba. She heard.
She heard I did something bad.
She's like, I didn't do anything bad. I'm actually the best dog ever.
And she's right.
And she's right.
Yeah.
Abby and Kat were born in 1997 and became best friends when they were 6. Grew up together and started a band and bonded over music ever since. 20 years later, they are all grown up and spend their free time analyzing lyrics. Now here they are talking all about their Lord and Savior, Dr. Taylor Allison Swift. Taylor, if you're listening, we love you.
Well, welcome to Swiftlore Podcast, where we dive in the lyrics and lore of our Lord and Savior, Dr. Taylor Allison Swift.
Absolutely. That's why we're here.
I'm Kat.
I'm Abby.
And we're out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to talk about Orla Gartland because that's Abby's wife.
My God. My wife.
That's my sister-in-law. Her new album, Everybody Needs a Hero.
Oh, go listen to it.
Go listen.
It's banger after banger after banger and then makes you cry at the end.
I cried. Mine, slight trigger warning.
Yes. If the second to last song, Mine, is it's a tough listen. It's a very personal, vulnerable, raw song, but it's so powerful.
And it's so good. And it's the whole album is just perfect. And we're seeing her
Oh my gosh.
in New York City in November, and we will be freaking losing it.
So freaking losing it. She also did respond to my comment.
Yeah, I mean, and she keeps liking our comments when we we comment on her posts from Swiftlore. So she wants to marry Abby.
That's the only conclusion that either of us can draw.
I mean, what else could there be?
And I also have started reading your book again.
My book.
Your book.
Dizzy Plucked, out October 18th. So YA Sapphic Hamlet retelling.
And Orla is acknowledged, right?
What?
Orla is acknowledged?
No, not the book. Oh. I thought you meant like she has acknowledged it. No, sorry. Orla Gartland is in the acknowledgements because I listened to her song Over Your Head from Woman on the Internet on repeat, writing the last 2 chapters of the book and like the first couple of drafts because perfect song. And it just like fits the vibe so well. So she is in the acknowledgements along with Joe and Taylor Swift. So she's in good company.
Great company. Like that's my personality.
And I want to give her a copy of the book. So Orla, if you see this.
Orla. If
you want to read a YA Sapphic Hamlet retelling about a girl who has to solve her ex-girlfriend's murder because the ex-girlfriend's ghost showed up and said, you can only do it. Only you can solve my murder. If you want to read it, I will give you a copy for free.
Yeah.
The goodness of my...
when because we're literally going to be in the same room.
We're going to be in the same room. So I'll pass it along up to the stage. I will not throw it on stage. It's not that big of a book, but it would hurt.
Genuinely, I think we can make this happen.
And it's got bi colors on the cover. The main character's bi. The other main character's a lesbian.
Yeah.
We got a non-binary friend.
Oh, yeah.
We got the whole
rainbow.
rainbow.
Them yet. It's great. It's a great book. I'm really excited to keep reading it.
I got my first review from an ARC reader, which is they get an advanced reader copy, and it was so nice that it did make me cry. And I'm not gonna just paraphrase it because that would be a little bit self-serving, but she did say that she's read over 30 Sapphic books this year and it's in her top 5. So
wow,
just saying, she put it up there with Last Night at the Telegraph Club.
No, I'm gonna tear up.
Like if you've read a Sapphic book, you've probably read that one.
That's so great.
It's very exciting, and it actually is really sweet because this person specifically, her name is Kelsey, and we actually met in person after a Lorde concert. I went to Lorde with our friend Bailey in Boston in 2022, and I drank a lot because mistakes were made, and I blacked out at the Lorde Solar Power Tour.
Oh yeah.
But on the train ride home, we ended up like running into this girl Kelsey, and we were just like chit-chatting about life, and she's also a writer, and so we ended up like following each other on TikTok, and then I kind of forgot about that whole exchange because I forgot a lot about that night. I recently found that I recorded voice memos of the concert. So that was a fun surprise years later. But it was a really like nice full circle moment. I don't know. It was just like very sweet.
Yeah, that's so nice. I'm really happy for you. Big things are happening. We're also seeing Stranger Things on Broadway in March. We haven't said that yet.
I'm so excited. We're going. It's like the weekend after my birthday. We're just going to pretend it's a birthday trip.
It's a birthday trip. It's between our birthdays.
It's between our birthdays.
And it's the second day of previews. So I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Big things are happening.
Yeah.
And one of those big things is that we will not be here in November.
Yeah, let's just give that another reminder.
We're taking November off for our mental health and to prevent burnout.
Yeah.
And then we'll be back at it in December.
For the holiday season, just as Taylor would have wanted, because, she's Santa Claus.
As we know. We all know this. We all been new.
And then for this month, we're raising money for breast cancer. I did mention last week Pluto Foundation. Mm-hmm. There's another one as well. I believe it's the Breast Cancer Coalition
of Rochester.
Yes. Yeah. So there's 2 places that we're encouraging people to donate. If you join the Patreon, all the funds for this month will be going to charity. And then also you can do it on your own.
Yeah.
And I'm also editing the Hot Ones episode finally that we did for Patreon. And we're going to try to make it so that it's a post you can pay for. And that money will also go to charity.
And that I think we'll just kind of indefinitely do for charity. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool.
And then whenever we have whatever amount of money, we'll donate.
Yeah, sounds good. And then of course we'll do proof. We'll post look, this is what we donated.
We'll come with receipts.
We will.
Timelines.
But yeah, so that's a really cool thing we're doing. I'm happy to be doing it, and
we're out here.
Oh, so our theme this week.
Oh yeah. It's silly little
golden
Travis
retriever
songs.
Boyfriend moment. I'm wearing the closest thing I own to a jersey.
I love that for you. I'm wearing an outfit that I probably would have thought was cute when I was in high school. So you know what? We're leaning in.
Because I'm covering The Alchemy.
And I'm covering So High School.
So there you go.
We love a cute little love song moment.
We do.
And we're out here. Who should go first?
I think you should.
Okay. Don't gotta tell me twice. We're also drinking pumpkin spice vanilla chai lattes.
Kat and I both texted each other we have had bad days, and then she said, what if I made you a pumpkin chai latte? And I said, what if I cried? So
the good news is no crying.
I didn't cry, actually.
But yes, pumpkin spice latte.
It's really delicious.
We're out here. Oh. So, high school. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyways, this is track 22 on the Tortured Poets Department, the Anthology Edition.
You know what's wild is that mine's 15 and yours is 22, which were the 2 that we did for the Swiftie math episode.
Oh my God. Did we just Easter egg?
I think we Easter egged.
We Easter egged too close to the sun. We almost missed it ourselves. This song was written, produced by Taylor and Aaron, and then I just kind of did some iterations of combining their names. We got Taryn.
Oh.
We got Swiftner. We got Dest. So, choose your own adventure there. One is significantly worse than the others, but that was just my last brain cell.
I'm a big
crying.
Swiftner fan.
Swiftner. It kind of sounds like Swiffer. Swiffer would also work, but it's already a thing.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like they're cleaning up after us. They're causing the mess. They're causing me to cry. The song peaked at number 30 on the Global 200 Billboards. Global 2.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not having a stroke. I can hold both my arms out straight. Okay. Critics almost unanimously loved the music of this song. Some critics said that the lyrics were clumsy, and another one said that the football references were wholly extraneous, to which I say, we get it. You know Aristotle. You are clearly not a baller. We get it. What the fuck uses extraneous? Anyways, this song is part of the Tortured Poets Department set on the Eras Tour set list. Only the chorus and refrain. The structure of the song is really weird, so it's the end of the song.
Yeah, it is a weird structure.
In terms of personal connections, I sure wish I could relate to this song because it's cute as hell, and I would love to be in love. But in a really normal, adjusted way, I say that.
It's not a personal connection, but it's tangentially personal.
I'll take it.
Personal to Allison Hannigan.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to write that down.
Okay, I'm glad I'm bringing it up then. So Allison Hannigan, who played Willow on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, also was in the movie American Pie.
This one time, a band camp.
And after this song came out, she posted a reel, a TikTok, whatever, of her just sobbing about how much she loves Taylor Swift and how excited she was.
Which is so fun, because I think we had talked on the podcast before about how she was a fan of Taylor, because we followed her before Tortured Poets, and so seeing her reel of her freaking out was so cute, because she took her daughters to see the Eras Tour and stuff, It's so cute.
She danced to Taylor on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, I love that.
I'm pretty sure. I didn't watch Dancing with the Stars, but I think that's right. Allison Hannigan, come on the pod.
Allison Hannigan, come on the pod. We'll be so normal about it.
So normal.
We kind of promise. But also, I don't know if this is just me, but I've been getting on the side of TikTok of like, not fully on the side, but like I've been seeing a couple of TikToks about like people who are mourning the fact that they never had like relationships when they were in high school and feel like they missed out on that like developmental life milestone. But like this song proves that you can still have that like high school feeling love, that like silly, fun, flirty love, even if you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that this is a song that she came out with when she's like 35, 34, 35. And like, it's just so fun and it's flirty and it's silly and it's a great song and you can fall in love at any age and you can still feel all silly about it.
30 and flirty and thriving.
Exactly. And now into the lyrics. I don't have a lot of front matter for the song.
Okay.
One more thing about the performance. She does a whole bunch of like dance moves that are references to like cheerleading and dances that Travis does in the end zone after touchdowns, which is just, it's cute. It's cute as hell. Okay.
It's cute.
There was the one clip also from one of the football games this season where Travis did some move and then she just like automatically did the next move from the So High School dance because I mean, she's been doing it for like, at this point, a year, because I think she said they started practicing like 8 months in advance for the Tortured Poets Department set. So like that stuff it's deeply in there.
If you pull out a strand of her hair, she just starts running through the air as tour choreography.
Exactly.
Like a wind-up doll.
So we'll just, the lyrics, it's just, she's in love. She's so in love. And it's so cute. I feel so high school every time I look at you.
Oh.
I love also when she does love songs that are like a direct address to the subject. And it's not like she's not writing the song for the audience. Sometimes I think she does write songs with her audience in mind. And I think those songs are amazing. And a lot of times they're very meta, like But Daddy, I Love Him or something like that. But this song, it's just like, this is for him. This is his cute little love song. You guys can also listen, I guess.
And you will be there too.
And you can be there too, I guess. You can.
You can.
It's fine. It's cool.
I'll allow it.
It's kind of like, again, that feeling of finding like this high school feeling love where you are all like jittery and you have butterflies in your stomach and you have a silly little crush and you're an adult. So you're like, this is ridiculous. Why do I have a crush? I'm a grown woman. And then you're like, but I have a crush. And like, it can still happen when you get older. It's just harder to find. And, like falling in love with like you're a teenager, like you still have your whole life ahead of you and like anything is possible and you still have so much to learn is such a unique feeling. And I love this song.
Yeah.
I want to find you in a crowd just to hide from you.
I love this line.
It's so cute and flirty and silly. And it's just like gorgeous. You know, I can't say anything to your face. Look at that face. Like, you're so gorgeous. Yes. Get away from me.
It's so real too. You're just like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's right there. Ah, don't look at me. Oh my gosh.
It's like, oh my God, my crush is behind me. Okay, I'm not going to look. Don't look. And then you're like, let me just serve some face card really quick. It's fine. I'm Taylor Swift. And then, so that's the intro. And then it goes into the chorus because this song is structured like she's drunk on his love and smoked his jokes all night. You know what I mean? And in the blink of a crinkling eye, I love this so much because like, crinkly eye smiles slap, and I love them because it's like if you're smiling so hard that your eyes are crinkling, like that's not a fake smile. That's like that's a full face smile. And like she doesn't have to say that he's smiling to be like in the blink of a crinkling eye, like you can tell he's like laughing or smiling. It's so cute.
And also this melody is just it's so satisfying and cute, and I love it. It's so good.
Is that kind of like the like like the thriller music? I started doing the stabbing motion.
You mean
folks at home?
You mean the Halloween theme?
Yeah. If you sped it up.
I mean, yeah. No, I'm with you.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Continue.
The brain rot unfolds live.
Thriller.
As a thriller movie, like a thriller, I couldn't think of what it was. Okay,
Like go
tangent.
Okay.
When my dad worked at one of his last jobs, there was a secretary whose ringtone was the Halloween theme, but like she didn't know it was the Halloween theme because it was preloaded on her phone and it was just called like thriller theme. And so anytime her phone went off, everybody was like, what the fuck? And then finally my dad had to be like, do you know that's from a horror movie? And she was like, what do you mean?
Oh.
She just thought it was like silly and fun.
Oh,
So that's just a fun little tangent.
man. Oh, to be a person that doesn't have a strong association with being terrified.
Yeah.
That song.
I'm sinking, like, the full lines, I'm sinking our fingers entwined, but like the idea of like she's not falling, she's sinking, it's a lot slower and it's still like, but it's more all consuming also. Because when you're falling through the air, it's just a free fall. When you're sinking, like it's slower and you know more of what's going on.
And cozy and comfortable.
If you're sinking, you're not trying to swim out, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you're falling, there's no escape route. If you're sinking, you're choosing to sink.
Yeah.
Our fingers entwined, cheeks pink in the twinkling lights. Like, oh, it's such a cute, just the imagery is just so cute in the
So
song. Like they're
cute.
holding hands and they're blushing and like the lights are twinkling and everything's so cute. And also in the lyric video for this song on YouTube for this lyric, the T and the K in twinkling and the T and the S in lights are a different color font from the rest of it. So it's their initials.
Way. Ah! Sometimes it just hurts.
Tell me about the first time you saw me. It's so hard not to sing this entire because
I know.
it's so rhythmic.
Yeah.
And my boy only breaks his favorite toys, but you should have seen him when he first saw me. And in this song, like, as opposed to her singing about how she felt when she saw somebody for the first time and her thoughts on him, she's like, this person that I'm with cares about me the same way that I care about him. And he remembers what it was like the first time he saw me because it wasn't just a big moment for me. It was a big moment for both of us. Like, he's also in it.
Yeah. And just, I can just imagine her just like twirling her hair while saying this. Like, tell me again.
Tell me about the first time you saw me. Like, it's so cute. Ah! I'm also like, was he in the pit for 1989? And he's just like, yeah.
He's just like, I mean, you were performing.
You were there. I was there. I remember it. I'll drink what you think. She doesn't need to get drunk because she's love drunk.
Yeah.
And it's so cute. And I feel like she mentions that somewhere else on TTPD and I can't remember where. And I didn't have time to look it up.
She partially mentions it in my song.
That makes sense. That's what I thought. But then I was like, Abby will tell me. And I'm high from smoking your jokes all damn night. When you're in the honeymoon little flirty crush phase or relationship and everything that your partner or like soon to be partner says makes you like giggle, but it's not necessarily embarrassing or cringe because they're doing it specifically to make you laugh. And then they're also laughing and then it's so cute. And then you're like, you seem like you're high because you're just like giggling and silly. And like a lot of times when you're high, you just like laugh at nothing. So that's like this. The Brink of a Wrinkle in Time. I did not read Wrinkle in Time, the book, but apparently in that book, the main character can travel through like space and time and everything by like basically wrinkling it together and then they like jump, but then when they return, it's like to the exact moment that they left from. So it's like she's here, but she's also like on the brink of like flashing back to when she was like bittersweet 16. Like she's here, but she's also her past self. And I'm just like, it's so like being in a relationship that makes you feel the way that you wanted to feel in a relationship in high school is so healing for your inner teenager. And I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's like back in time and she's also in current time. But also A Wrinkle in Time, I want to say it's like a middle grade book. So people read it in like middle school, early high school. So it's like something she might have read around the time that she was 16 or a little bit earlier, but she would have been aware of it when she was 16. Probably. Bittersweet 16 suddenly. It's bittersweet because she, again, like it's healing for her inner teenager, but it's also like when you get things that you wanted when you were younger, you kind of feel bad for your past self. I mean, I do, where it's like she wanted this so bad and now I have it and I'm so glad that I have it, but it's also like I wish that that version of myself could have experienced this because she would have also loved it, you know, but also she is me and I am the walrus. Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
You know, it's actually Goo Goo Gajoob.
No, it's no. Incorrect.
It is.
Blocked.
It's my podcast too.
Blocked.
Okay. Okay. I even had a thought and I just lost it. I got so caught up.
I'm sorry about the cuckoo.
I'm sorry about the Goo Goo Gajoob.
Wait, is it with the P on the end or with the G on the end?
B.
What?
Goo Goo Gajoob.
You were on a lot of drugs. I'll forgive the Beatles, I guess.
Paul McCartney, we forgive you.
But you're on thin fucking ice. I'm watching American Pie with you on a Saturday night. American Pie came out in 1999 when Taylor was 10, so it would have been a little bit old for her when she was that age, but she probably watched it when she was in high school, and especially like I know she dated older boys when she was like a freshman and sophomore in high school, so they probably were obsessed with it. And that movie is about this is what Google said. I have also not seen American Pie. I know none of the references in this. It is described as a coming of age teen sex comedy.
Yeah.
So it's just as spicy as this song.
Oh my gosh, it is very spicy. I did see it when I was too young. In fact, I started watching it and my mom said, "You can't watch this," like pretty immediately.
And that's how you know it's bad, because your mom is like, you can. I remember being in elementary school and your mom, you were like, my mom said I can swear if it's in a song, and I was like, to put it into perspective of how cool Abby's mom is. But so for her to say like, no, you are too young, like Abby was too young,
and to put in perspective of how nerdy I was, I didn't do it. Like I wouldn't swear.
Yeah, you literally had a free pass to swear, and then you didn't.
And I didn't do it. So you know, it is what it is. And that's
so like her not swearing on the podcast it's deep.
No, it's canon. It's a canon event. But the movie American Pie is very raunchy. And
this song is also raunchy.
Yeah, it's also a lot of it's aged pretty poorly, if I remember correctly.
That makes sense. I feel that a lot of early 2000s teen comedies.
It is what it is.
Are what they are. Is what it is.
But it's so high school, is what I'm saying.
Your friends are around, so be quiet. Girl, you are in public.
Dude, this line.
This line, this whole, I'm trying to stifle my sighs.
Oh my God.
Try harder. Maybe just don't do anything worth sighing over.
How about you don't canoodle next to your buds?
Don't canoodle. Like, if you're in a room, just leave. Just leave. I know they're distracted. They're playing GTA or whatever. We'll get into that. But, like, perhaps leave the room.
Yeah, truly.
They're playing GTA. You should play GTFO. Get the fuck out of there.
That was a good one.
Thank you. I just came up with that on the spot. Because I feel so high school every time I look at you. But look at you. Again, the gorgeous, like, can't say anything to your face because look at your face.
Yeah.
She's like, sorry, my boyfriend's hot. I can't hold back. It's like, well, maybe hold back a little.
Just a little bit. Imagine his friends or her friends listening to the song afterwards and being like, you were doing what while we were playing GTA? What?
Spear is really upset about this.
I mean, me too. I would be too.
I would also be upset. Don't do this to your friends. This is a really weird, like, I know in this song we're making jokes about it, but it's like it's not cool.
It's a little weird.
It's very weird. Don't do it.
Yep.
Don't do it. It's not silly and funny. It's actually
it's uncomfortable.
It's yucky. And Taylor Swift can only do it because she wrote this banger of a song about it. She gets a free pass for this one specific instance she was writing about, but no more. And if you can write a song that'll go to number 30 on the Billboard Global 200, you can do it once as well. But you have to write a song about it, and it has to go that, or else blocked. We're just blocking everybody.
Yeah,
I recently
You're just blocking.
You're yes-anding. I've been really into blocking people on TikTok lately. If I see somebody with a bad take, I just block them.
That's
I'm like,
powerful.
I don't need to ever see this person's face on my For You page ever again. Blocked.
Yeah. I think that's honestly healthy.
I know. Great. I saw a TikTok from Eli Rallo who was just like, block people. And I was like, you are so right.
Yeah. Well, there's this one subreddit that keeps showing up when I'm scrolling. And it's specifically made to just talk about how much they hate Taylor.
A snark?
No. It's just like Travis and Taylor. It's like, that's the account. And they just talk shit about them all the time. And I'm like, if you hate them so much, then
shut up.
That you don't know them. Like, you could so easily just not.
Yeah, like, imagine if you put that effort into, like, I don't know, preventing climate change.
It's
That's just the first worthwhile thing that came to mind.
It's just putting a lot of energy into hating something that you, like, literally, you don't know these people.
Let's crowdfund their therapy.
And I know that we put a lot of energy into talking about, but we're talking about the songs.
Also, like, we're talking about it in a positive way. Like, these songs make us happy. Taylor makes us happy. We're not harping on things that drag us down. A long time ago, college, I decided just to stop giving energy to things that drain me, unless, like, you know, I have to. But, like, the day that you just shut up about stuff you don't like, freeing. Except for E.T. I'll never shut up about that weird motherfucker. Exception if it's funny.
What if E.T. writes a song about it?
He doesn't get any free passes. His free passes, he's allowed to fucking breathe. He's got so much neck, I could just... There's a lot of space for strangulation. Reduce your surface area, you weird motherfucker.
He's got so much neck.
Doesn't he? Or am I misremembering?
It's like the most struggle. Like, this was immediate cry. That was immediate cry. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You can tell I had a bad day because I'm extra funny.
Yeah, you're really crushing it today. All right.
Into verse 1, because that's how this song works, I guess. Are you gonna marry, kiss, or kill me? It's just a game, but really, I'm betting on all three for us too.
She's like,
oh, it's so cute.
Murder.
She's like, are you gonna kill me? That's so cute.
But, like, kiss and marry me first.
But also, like, that idea of, like, when you have a crush on somebody and you're like, oh, I love you so much, I'm gonna die. Like, that's what I got from this, is, like, you're gonna, like, marry, kiss, and kill me. And also, like, the idea of growing old together and then, like, dying together.
Yeah. Till death do us part.
Exactly. So she's like, we're going right up to it.
Yeah. I think also there was an interview with Travis Kelce at one point.
Yes, where he said he would kiss her. That was the one that he chose.
Cute.
So, could have been marriage, but it's fine. Get my car door, isn't that sweet?
That is.
Then pull me to the back seat.
No.
My note says, oh, he got her door. And then, to quote Mamma Mia, ... Here we go again.
Will you guys keep your hands off each other for literally two
stop.
lyrics?
Can we get 2 lyrics of peace? She said, we are in the honeymoon phase.
I mean,
honeymoon.
I'm happy for you, I guess.
Have a roll up the partition, please. No one's ever had me not like you.
Aww.
So cute. I mean, every time you fall in love, it's a little bit different, but she's saying, like, this is different. Like, this is a whole new thing. And then the refrain, because again, that's how this song is, I guess.
Yeah.
Truth, dare, spin, bottles. She keeps dropping all these party games that you play in high school because you're like, what, we're supposed to just be at this party hanging out? No, I'm too socially awkward for that. Let's do something so we drink more and make more poor choices, such as truth and dare. And spin bottle, where if anybody hasn't played spin the bottle, same. But, you know, you spin a bottle and then whoever it lands on, you're supposed to kiss.
It was very popular in the theater kid domain.
That makes a lot of sense.
Which is
Theater
where
kids
I
are really
was.
horny.
Yeah. I think I only played it once.
Yeah. I've played it none beef. None pizza left beef. I saw a TikTok where somebody ordered the none pizza left beef.
Really?
And they got like a Domino's like message them and it was just like, do you really want this? And she was like, yes.
Committing to the bit?
Committing to the bit. I think I might have sent it to you on TikTok.
Maybe. I'll never see it then.
Well, I was like, whenever
I'll
you
see it in 3 months.
Exactly. So it'll be a surprise.
That's true. None bottle left spin.
Exactly. Now the groundbreaking revolutionary line from Taylor Swift, you know how to ball. I know Aristotle.
I mean,
obviously this is playing on the like trope in a lot of like high school movies and TV shows where like the jock and the nerdy girl like fall in love. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, he knows how to play football. She writes songs where she quotes Aristotle and Chaucer and then his bonehead misogynistic teammates misattribute Chaucer's words to her in graduation speech they shouldn't be giving. And this is the modern he was a punk, she did ballet. What more can I say?
You're so right for that.
Like,
Yeah.
he knows how to ball. He was a punk. She did ballet. She knows Aristotle.
Yeah. Aristotle did ballet, maybe.
You know what? We're making up rumors about Aristotle. What's he going to do? Disagree with us? Rise up from the dead. Taylor Swift does it all the time.
You're so funny.
Thanks. It's the trauma. I'm kidding. Today was not traumatic. It was just what it was. Brand new Full Throttle. I'm doing the Eras Tour documentary. I'm doing the Eras Tour dance moves because it's cute. In the prophecy, hand on the throttle, thought I had lightning in a bottle. But here she's not holding back. It's full throttle. So there she was hand on the throttle, like trying to control this pace of things. And here, all in, full speed, the throttle controls the gas. So like full throttle means you're full speed ahead, no brakes, speeding, driving a Maserati, not down a dead end street, down the open road.
God bless.
We love to see it. And she got the prophecy. For once it's her. Let it once be me. Check. Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto. It is boring to watch other people play video games. However, you could just like scroll TikTok.
Yeah.
Here's some other activities you could do. Anything fucking else. No fucking. Just else.
Blocked.
Blocked. No, if I found out that a friend did this, blocked. We are not friends anymore. It's true, swear, Scouts honor. Genius pointed out that the Scout salute, like when you do Boy Scouts, is like 3 fingers up, which paired with the last line, spicy. You knew what you wanted, and boy, you got her. He wanted her. He listened to her discography where she has an entire song called How You Get the Girl. And he said, got it. Got a list. Checked it twice. And then he followed through.
Mrs. Claus on the way.
Mrs. Claus on the way. Travie Claus.
Travie Claus.
You already know, babe. She doesn't have to say anymore because he knows how she feels. She knows how he feels. Like, they communicate effectively. We'd love to see it. And this is in contrast to I Think He Knows, where she's still like Lover as an anxiety album. She's like, I think he knows that I feel this way about him. But here she's like, you already know, babe, because she didn't feel like she had to hold back. She could say how she felt. And she had that safe space for communication. We'd love to see it. And then verse 2, which is shorter than verse 1. Again, weird song structure, but a bop is a bop. I feel like laughing in the middle of practice. Just like, it's so real when you have a crush and you just like randomly think about them and then you're like, hee hee. And then you're like, I'm a grown woman. I need to stop tee-heeing. Yeah. And then you tee-hee again because and then you text them and you're like, I just tee-heed.
I'm a big fan of the tee-hee.
I love a tee-hee. Let's have a tee-hee.
I want to have a tee-hee. Lock the doors.
Do that impression you did of your dad again. I like that she's like, you do requests? And I love hyper-specific details. I love when she includes those. I'm hearing voices like a madman. Mood. And also, like, this whole album starts with, like, I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me.
True.
And now she's hearing voices like a madman, positive and not derogatory. So my discussion question is, what's a moment as an adult with a crush where you felt so high school?
That's a great question for our listeners.
I can answer.
Okay.
I had a crush last year, and it was right after Guts came out, and I just kept listening to Love is Embarrassing because I was like, this is embarrassing. I'm an adult with a crush. And then I was like making my silly little TikToks to Love is Embarrassing and saving them as drafts. And then I was like, if we ever like really start dating, I can post it. It'd be like, oh my God, this is so cute. And then we didn't. But when I was making the TikToks, the thought was there.
Yeah,
I felt very high school.
I love that. I love that feeling because crushes are so high school, you know. Look at you.
Bam. And that is so high school.
Wow.
And now
The Alchemy.
Who are we to fight the alchemy?
The Alchemy is the 15th track on the Tortured Poets Department.
Wow.
Right off the bat, I'm going to make it sad.
Oh, no.
I know. So Kat is extra funny on bad days. And this is what I do. I'm taking The Alchemy, which is like, who could possibly make that sad, right? Me.
I cried to the song.
This song also like makes me tear up, especially in the context of the album. But I'm thinking about the song 15. Like, and I don't think she did this intentionally, but like this is the 15th track, and I'm thinking about the song 15 specifically when she says, I swore I was going to marry him someday, but I realized some bigger dreams of mine. But I found time can heal most anything. And then on a funnier note, in your life, you'll do greater things than you'll do things greater than dating the boy on the football team.
And she has, and you can do both.
Because
both can be true.
Both can be true.
Orla.
Yes, exactly. Well, because I'm thinking that like this song obviously is a celebration of this beautiful love that she has. And it's also a celebration of like making it through all the heavy stuff of this album and like, oh, we're in love. But at the same time, she is crushing it career-wise. She's like got
Top
so
of the
much
world.
more than this relationship. And she is so much more than the relationship. So I thought that was an interesting, if not slightly devastating parallel. Wikipedia says that this song uses extensive football imagery, and I just thought that was a really funny
They didn't
phrase.
call it extraneous like my guy.
No, extensive football imagery, that EFI.
You know, the common thing that everybody says all the time.
EFI. We always use EFI.
Effie.
Yeah. Now, for a super exciting return of our boy, Jason Lipschitz.
Yeah, Jason,
Jason, welcome back. We missed you, man. So he deserved that long applause. He ranked all 31 tracks of the Tortured Poets Department. He placed this at 21. He called it a glittering love song.
Oh,
And
that makes sense. It's a pun. It's the gold, alchemy gold.
Yeah.
We love a pun. Jason, come on the pod.
Jason, come on the pod. Otherwise, critic reviews are mixed. Some people really loved it. Some people were just like, the football puns are cheesy. And some people had issue with the fact that like the alchemy, like the title is used incorrectly, quote unquote. Like they had issues with that.
Who are we to fight? The alchemy is grammatically and metaphorically correct, and they can shut up because you know what? I have 2 English degrees, and what do you have?
True.
Maybe a journalism degree.
Book. And you published.
And I published a book. Do I say alchemy in there anywhere? No. Is there Taylor Swift references? Several.
So we know what we're talking about. This song has been performed live twice. This is a surprise song on the Eras Tour. Once on May 12th, 2024 in Paris, matched up with Treacherous. And the other on August 15th in London, matched up with King of My Heart, which makes more sense. Treacherous?
But treacherous is like interesting because it's like you have to fight through the treachery to get to the alchemy.
That's true. I just thought that was interesting. An interesting pairing. Also, this is a connection Genius made. Thank you, Genius. I feel dumb that I never... This is so obvious that I feel like I'm the last person to know. So alchemy is the process of turning metal into gold. And the symbol, like, Taylor always says, like, gold rush. I thought love would be burning red, but it's golden. So she labels love as the color of golden.
And this is it actually turning to gold, which also alchemy is like an impossible process. Like you can't turn one thing to another.
Right.
But like she's like, who are we to fight the impossible of this turning out to be real love?
Exactly, which I think is word for word my note later. So we covered it early, folks.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I love that. I was just like, I didn't even think about like Gold Rush or Love is Golden.
I haven't either, but that's amazing and I love it. Thank you, Genius.
Thank you, Genius.
You know what? You can skip therapy this week. You get a free pass. But next week you really got to go.
That's true. You can't
Genius
skip
will do
one week.
anything to not go to therapy.
Personal connections. I felt overall positive about the song when I first heard it. It always gives me chills if I listen to the whole album in a row and I get to this song, and especially that he just goes right into me. That part, I just butchered the lyrics, but that part.
When Bestie Brienne, favorite guest, reoccurring guest on the pod at this point, when she got engaged in the spring, it was like a week or 2 after TTPD came out. And I just listened to it on repeat the entire way down. It was like a 5-hour each way travel day. And like, I was on the train, like almost to where she was getting engaged. Like it was almost my stop, and The Alchemy came on, and I just like started tearing up because I was like, I'm gonna see my best friend get engaged, and now I'm tearing up now thinking about it.
This song is so sweet, and it's like after everything she's been through, she deserves to be happy.
Exactly.
And she deserves something just simple and nice.
And that makes me cry because I like it when people are happy that I like.
Yeah.
And if I don't like you, die. Kidding. Just,
that's for you,
just
E.T.
I'm gonna curb stomp that motherfucker.
Oh my Linda.
I have a lot of rage, and I'm just redirecting it to E.T.
Literally, you went from tearing up over the purity of love
When
to
you're an Aries
curb-stomping
with a Libra
E.T.
moon. I need to get a dartboard with his face on it for bad days. Spear would not like that, actually. It's a magnetic one. Anyways, I can workshop that later.
Yeah. If anyone wants to send that to our P.O Box. All right. So I originally ranked the song as number 9 on my list. I really liked it, I guess.
It's a bop.
And then it's gotten a lot lower since then, and I think it's because there's just a lot of good songs on the Torture Poets department. I do remember distinctly that I thought that this song, I very, very much thought that this song should be the last song on the album, and I didn't like Claire Beau as the last song, and I now very much disagree with that. So,
Interesting.
yeah. I thought that this was like the perfect end, and then Claire Beau happened, and I'm like,
But it's because you'll do things greater than dating the boy on the football team.
Exactly. And as I started going through this song, I'm like, you're right. This album isn't about this one relationship. Mm-hmm. The album is about her and recovery and healing and learning. So I like Claire Beau.
Mood.
Now we get to the lyrics.
The lyrics.
This happens once every few lifetimes. In Cardigan, she says once in 20 lifetimes. Exactly. And this could also be a reach. Welcome. Hi, I've done my stretches today. If you consider her eras to be different lifetimes, then she's saying a love like this happens every few lifetimes.
I love that.
Because even though, like, as Kat said before, you know, no one's ever had me not like you, which is true. Every relationship is different, but it's also equally as special every time it happens. These chemicals hit me like white wine. Here's the alcohol love parallel. Genius went on literally a whole tangent about white wine. Like there was so much information.
We got a sommelier up in there.
Yeah, the tannins. I was like, all right.
You know too much about white. We know canonically that Taylor Swift drinks $20 rosé. Like also, you know what? I'm going to say it. Once wine hits over like $30 a bottle, there is no difference. Like cheap wine, you can tell when wine is cheap and you can tell when it's not cheap. But like once you pass like $25 to $30 for a bottle of wine, like it really, the increase of how much better it is, small.
I believe you. I've never really taste tested that, but I believe you.
I drink a lot of wine.
So she mentions being drunk in love a lot, like in Slut, in
Slut.
I'm drunk.
The way you said that was like derogatory. You were like in slut.
Okay, well, I didn't mean it.
I know you didn't. That's what made it funny.
Slut.
Slut.
Anyway, also, sorry. Also, Cruel Summer with I'm drunk in the back of the car.
I've had too much to drink tonight. That whole trend that she started on TikTok.
Or that. So, you know, she loves a little drinky drink moment. But then also just like, she's saying white wine, though. She's not saying she's drunk. She's sipping white wine. I can't.
Like she's chilling. She's not. It's not like chilling. A crazy like night out. Like she's vibing.
It's sinking.
She's got a little. She's sinking. Yes.
Yes. She's sinking, and it's like she didn't say she's taking shots. She's like, I'm sipping white wine like an adult.
I'm so grown up and I'm in love.
And I'm also in so high school. You know, like I don't know. It's the duality of.
I didn't drink white wine in high school. I drank really cheap rosé.
You know.
I'd be like that.
All right. What if I told you I'm back? The hospital was a drag.
Mood.
Rising from the ashes. There's actually a lot of parallels to Reputation era in this song, at least from my perception, or maybe that's just because it's on the brain because I covered Look What You Made Me Do last time. And then the hospital is obviously a reference, like fortnight, she says they took me away or they forgot to come get me.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come.
Yes, that. There's a running theme of being in an asylum, the asylum where they raised me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think that the hospital
Fresh
is.
out the slammer.
Exactly. And so, you know, it was a drag. I was just like, that was a drag. Worst sleep that I ever had. Hear me out. Reference to the entirety of Midnights, which is a breakup album.
Oh. And because Midnights is about the sleepless nights.
Yes.
Oh. I was thinking of it in a like, you're bad in bed way.
Okay.
I thought it was, but the thing is, it could be both. I feel
My
like it's
asexuality strikes again.
but I feel like it's like a dig of like, yeah, worst sleep I ever had was like while we were breaking up / anytime I slept with you because you were bad at it.
Fair.
But yours is probably more right. I like yours better.
I just thought that was interesting.
I got Spoice on the brain because of this.
Well, because so high school, you know.
Because the so high school of it all.
I circled you on a map. So I guess there was a TikTok trend that was there to piss off husbands by saying Taylor put Travis on the map.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was really funny. There was one Halloween costume I saw last year that was like, oh, we're going to be like Travis and Taylor. But so the husband dressed up as Travis and then the wife dressed up as a map and then had, and then the husband dressed up, sorry. I can remember a TikTok I saw a year ago. Watch me. The guy dressed up as Taylor, and then she was supposed to dress up as Travis, but she came out dressed as a map, and he was like, what are you doing? And she handed him a picture of Travis's face, and she was like, stick it on me, it's Velcro. And then she's just like, Taylor, put Travis on the map. And that went viral because it's fucking funny.
Oh, that's great.
And it was also like one of those how to piss off men.
Exactly,
like, trends.
exactly. So in addition to that, this is also saying a couple things to me. Like first that she circled the treasure and went looking for it. Like fresh out the slammer. This is what I want. And boy, she got it. Mm-hmm. This other note, honestly, I act like I know anything about football. I don't. I know so little about football.
But the plays and
the circles and the X's, right?
Yeah, it's a map in some ways.
That's what coaches do to plan plays.
They have the
I've seen that. I've definitely seen the circles and the X's for where the players are supposed to go.
I don't know if they call it a map, but you know what?
I don't think they call it a map, but
she never said she knew how to ball. She just said she knew Aristotle.
Exactly.
Aristotle would call it a map because he would be so confused by everything else.
He would.
He'd be like, I understand this kind of.
Yes. Exactly. I'm so glad you're on this wavelength with me. I haven't come around in so long, but I'm coming back so strong. I come back stronger than a 90s trend. From reminiscent of the Reputation era. Like she was gone for a while, now she's back.
It's me, I rise up from the dead. I do it all the time.
Exactly. Then we get to the chorus. We get our first football pun. Mm-hmm. So when I, touchdown. All right. So a touchdown is when you get points in football.
It's when you run and then you do that and then you get like
cross the line and then
you
touchdown.
do a little dance.
Yeah. That's a touchdown. However, she's saying when I touchdown. So she could be saying when I like score the points or whatever when I win, or she could be saying touchdown. It makes me think of planes.
Yeah.
So like like when I touchdown, call the amateurs and cut them from the team. Like I'm not messing around anymore. I'm an adult.
She's like, clear the roster. It's just me now.
Right. And I'm just imagining her flying to the different, like flying to. Did she fly to the Super Bowl like after being in Tokyo or something?
Yeah.
Like wild. So when I touch down, I'm like, I am here, my friend, like, my guy.
All the other girls, yeah, they're beautiful, but would they write a song for you? Nope. When she did Hi Steven on the Eras Tour recently, that's what she did. Instead of doing the little giggle, she said, nope. That's the same vibe.
I love that. Also, in the song Mine, she says, I was a flight risk with a fear of falling. So then here, when I touch down, so now no more fear. She's fearless. All right. Ditch the clowns, get the crown. Robbers to the east, clowns to the west from Peace. Oh, right. I don't know.
I'm out of here. I think yours is over here.
Did we switch noses?
We might have.
All right.
A nose is a nose. A nose by any nose would nose is nose. You know?
I know.
I think he knows.
Honestly, endless content with these cloud noses. I'm so glad you bought them.
Me too. These are so worth the like $3 I paid for the 12 pack.
People who just listen to audio podcasts are missing some quality cloud nose content. All right. Anyway, I just love this idea of, you know, I'm happy and I'm in love, and if you don't like that, then you can just go away.
Get out.
I love that energy. Blocked.
Finally. See, you're blocking too.
Yes, we're all in it. Baby, I'm the one to beat. She's slaying the game. Like, yeah. Genius also said that this was a reference to the next line because she says the sign on your heart said it's still reserved for me. So like a heartbeat.
Oh.
I know. I know. It's just cute.
It's
okay?
so cute.
It's just cute.
It's just cute.
Honestly, who are we to fight the alchemy? This is exactly what Kat said earlier.
Did you forget my name? No. You buffered a little there.
I didn't forget your name. My nose itched. I got distracted.
Valid.
Imagine. Who are you?
This is not my beautiful house.
Who are you today? Do you feel the... Do you remember? Like acting like you're dumb. Diddy dumb.
Oh my god. I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. Oh my god. If you haven't listened to that Fifth Harmony song that we were just singing, don't. It's not good.
It's called One Wish if you
Oh my god.
don't want to listen to.
Wish I never met you at all.
Now you're looking dumb, diddy dumb. Chicka bum, now you're looking like a bum. You're looking like a bum, diddy dumb.
I wish I never met you. I wish I never met you. Oh my god.
Kat
We
and I-
loved making fun of that.
We hate listen to that. We hate saying that.
The thing is, I was a Fifth Harmony fan, but I was like, but this song I'm gonna mock because they deserve it.
Is bad.
It's not like they wrote it.
It's like You're My Only Shorty by Demi Lovato. Like we just don't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about One Wish.
Exactly.
It's fine. All right. Kat already talked about what this line means, so I can move on. And guess what? I knew your name and everything.
That's amazing.
All right. Verse 2. Hey, you. What if I told you we're cool? I just really love that melody.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. It's great.
What a great thought I had there.
It's good. Could you believe it's good? That child's play back in school is forgiven under my rule. So with this line, I'm thinking a lot about Fearless era, specifically You Belong With Me, where she's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. Like, she never got the opportunity to date the quarterback and to be the homecoming queen. So now she's saying, like, that child's play back in school, like those high school politics, all the stuff that she's talked about in previous eras, like, is forgiven under my rule. Now I'm the queen and I make the rules and I can date the quarterback.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter. I still can know Aristotle. He can know ball.
Exactly. I know ball. I don't know ball. I don't know Aristotle either. So what does that make me?
Hey, listen, you know cardigans, so you know little Aristotle.
All right.
Isn't Aristotle the one with the cave theory where, like, if you're sitting in a cave and all you see is the reflections of the world from outside, then that's what you think the world is. But then if you go outside, you're like, oh my God, the world. And like, that's what he thinks consciousness is. I think that's Aristotle. It could be a different Greek philosopher, but
I don't know. I believe you though.
I accidentally took a philosophy class my freshman year of college because I got it mixed up with psychology. And I realized that the first day of class and I was like, it's too late to switch.
Wow.
So that's just some lore.
That's an excellent
tidbit.
Man.
What a time.
So then she says, I haven't come around in so long again, but I'm making a comeback to where I belong. So like, this is where she needs to be. Love. Like, love is huge to her, but also she's making a comeback. She's performing again. And this is where she belongs. Let me get back to the chorus. And she adds a second part to the chorus. These blokes warm the benches.
She said, British.
Derogatory.
She said, we seceded for a reason. She said, look what you made me do.
It's vicious. The fact that like so we know, okay, we don't like speculating about actual relationships in here and we'll do our best not to. But at the same time, there's a song called So Long London. Like we know that she's talking about British people for the first part of this album. We know that. And now she's saying those blokes, they're just bench warmers. They were just me waiting for the real thing, which is now. Like that is so
and also
vicious.
like the first half of the chorus being like, because you know, like when you're dating like a bunch of people, like you refer to it as like the roster, like that's the colloquialism. So she's like, I had my roster, but like they're out now. They're just warming the benches. You got it. They're out.
Yeah. So funny. Brutal. We've been on a winning streak. A lot of people thought that Taylor was the lucky charm because they kept winning when she showed up at the games, which is cute.
And they continued that.
Yeah.
Because she
And they won the
showed
Super Bowl.
up wearing those glitter freckles at the game. She looked iconic.
Her fashion is crushing it.
She looks so good. She's wearing a lot of plaid. What do we think it means? Is she trying to match my tablecloth? I don't know.
Who knows?
Is it an Easter egg for my linens?
What about the like thigh-high boots?
I can't think about those.
Okay.
This is a family podcast.
No, it's not. All right. This line,
I'm afraid.
you know it.
Oh.
He jokes that it's heroin, but this time with an E. That line is so funny.
Because, like, he's making fun of her ex, but also...
Okay. So I'm just going to read you verbatim the Genius annotation.
I'm so excited
because
for this.
I laughed out loud. And again, this is me saying that usually, like, we don't speculate. I will once again say that
Genius
this is what Genius said. If heroin slows you down, the blokes on the benches were no longer a high, whereas E, possibly referring to ecstasy, is the high of love she's looking for. Space, like paragraph. This could also reference Maddie Healy's heroin addiction.
They're like, here's a metaphor and here's a drug problem.
Like, what? What are you doing?
I have never thought about the E being ecstasy. I just thought she was spelling like heroin, like the like the female hero in a story is the heroine.
Yes.
Like Lord's first album, Pure Heroine.
Yeah, I always assumed that it was like he jokes heroin as in hero.
Yeah.
This time with an E as in before it was heroin drug.
Yeah, before
it was a dig.
Yeah.
But
they're like, so it could be, you know, like it's like before it was heroin and now it's ecstasy, which is different. Or it could be her drug addicted ex-boyfriend.
like it was a turn. It was a quick turn. I laughed out loud. I'm glad that you also laughed at it.
The day you're 28 years old.
Oh,
Another
boy.
song about Rat Boy, Colors by Halsey.
I didn't realize that was also about.
Oh, there's a lot of very explicit poetry on Halsey's Tumblr about that man.
Oh man, there's a lot that
and
I don't know.
I ate that shit up in 2014, 2015.
I bet. Then we get to the bridge. Shirts off and your friends lift you up over their heads because now they're celebrating. All the bros are just like, hey, you got her. Also, remember when Jason Kelsey did this an hour away from us? Took his shirt off?
I do. He was in Buffalo. We weren't because...
No, we were here recording.
As I like to say, not even Taylor Swift can make me like football.
Exactly. Beer sticking to the floor. Cheers chanted because they said, before I get into the next line, I just wrote, I really hate a sticky floor. Football is so not for me. So loud, so sticky, so aggressively straight.
You're so right. You're right.
I just
sticky
can't.
floors are icky.
I can't
sticky
get into it.
That's why I don't want to have kids. They're sticky all the time.
They always got jam hands.
They always got jam hands. Like, where the fuck did you get jam?
I've been binge watching Gilmore Girls. Like, I'm literally in the middle of season 2. I started like a week and a half ago. And there's Luke, a character Luke, we love him, has this whole speech where he's just like, I don't like kids. They're always sticky and they got jam on their hands. Even when there's no jam, they got jam hands. And I don't care for jam hands, Lorelai.
I have never watched Gilmore Girls, but apparently I'm Luke.
You're very Luke, I'm not going to lie. He wears flannel and backwards hats, so we can make that happen for you.
He's a lesbian now.
He is a lesbian. Anyway, so the next part, they said, the cheers chanted because they said there was no chance trying to be the greatest in the league. I literally just wrote, Cat, help me. I don't know. I don't know what it means.
Like, people said they weren't going to win the Super Bowl from a Chiefs perspective, but also, like, people always say, like, the albatross, like, if you date Taylor Swift, like, there's no chance it's going to work out. And, like, he showed up with a friendship bracelet and a dream, and now he's got 2 songs about her on one of the best-selling albums of all time.
Honestly,
there was no chance.
Yeah, friendship bracelets can do a lot for romance. Just saying. Okay, now we get to the line. Where's the trophy? He just comes running over to me.
I cry, like, every time I listen to this line, if I'm thinking about it.
That's the line... And, like, the beat drop, too. It's just so joyous.
And it's just, like, her partner loves her and cares about her and is like very open about it. And as we know, her previous relationship was very private, which, you know, that's their decision. We're not going to comment on that. But this one is very public, and she's loved out loud in this relationship in a way that like she hasn't been in the past. Yeah. And it's like, it's really sweet to see. And also like, I forgot what I was saying.
It's just sweet.
It's just cute, and it's like nice to be loved out loud.
Yes, exactly. Loved so loudly, so proudly. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just great.
And like, where's the trophy? He's like, whatever, this season it's just football. You are love.
It's like after he won the game that like guaranteed they'd be in the Super Bowl or something, and he just ran over to her, and there's that picture of them kissing, and it's very sweet.
Yeah.
And that's my last line, because then they just got the chorus again, and then the outro. This happens once every few lifetimes. These chemicals hit me like fine wine. White wine. Maybe it's fine. We don't know.
It could be. And I just love that this is so cute. It's just so cute.
Discussion question. What's your favorite football reference in this song?
There's football references? I like the touchdown one, because every once in a while I see a TikTok where someone's like, I did not realize. That's usually somebody who's not from the U.S. and they're like, I didn't know that touchdown was a football thing.
Oh, really?
So they're like, they thought it was just like a literal like touchdown, like the plane thing. They don't realize that it's a football thing. And then eventually they find out and they're like, who was gonna tell me? And it's like, I don't know, the internet. Give it a goog.
Yeah. I'll say, where's the trophy? He just comes running over to me. That's my favorite. That's just because of the power.
It's just so good. Yeah. I feel like that would be. Sorry, I'm thinking about weddings, because again, every time that I like think deeply about the song, I think about listening to it on the way to see Brienne get engaged. And I'm like, how cute would it be if you like walk down the aisle to like an instrumental version of like the bridge. And then at the like, where's the trophy? Ow. He just comes right over to me at like at the part where you like get up to the altar. How cute would that be? Somebody do that. I'm going to be alone forever. Just kidding, probably.
And that's the alchemy.
It happens once every few lifetimes. You just gotta die a little.
Not other of our lifetimes, I guess. Just kidding. We're so young.
We're only 27.
Yeah, she's older.
This is not Pride and Prejudice. We're fine.
So that's that. So a couple other fun little cute things. As always, thank you to our Patreon Swiftest tier patrons: September, Bethany, M, Ashley, and Liam. Yeah. And then also,
very exciting stuff. We're finally sending out our patron physical rewards, which is, as if you're watching the video, you can see it is each tier gets a different thing. And then like if you're a higher tier, you get all three things. So if you're a Swift, Swifter, Swiftest are the three tiers. So the Swift tier, doing our Vanna White, it's this little ticker.
It's a ticker.
It's a little sticker that says Slayler Swift.
Slayler Swift.
And then for the Swifter tier, you get the sticker and this little postcard. It's actually a postcard, and it says absolutely that's why we're here.
It's beautiful too.
And then
I love this postcard.
On the background it has our what I say in the intro before Abby says absolutely that's why we're here. Yeah. In like little faded font.
It's really cool.
Graphic design is my passion. Just kidding. I just think of that meme with the frog.
Yes. And then we showed this last week, but it's the
Men Are Irrelevant, Taylor Swift is forever.
So I love all of these so much.
So if you want any of these, just join the Patreon for 2 months and then they will be on their way to you.
Yeah,
but not these specific ones. These ones are Abby's.
Those ones are mine. So there's that. And then for hint songs, listen, I thought about it. I looked at what we're doing next week, and I said, there ain't no way I can pick songs that make me feel the way these songs do. We will have a banger of an episode.
Oh yeah, because next episode is going to be coming out right after my book releases. So we're going to be covering 2 songs that remind me really heavily of my book, Daisy Plucked, out October 18th, available for pre-order everywhere. And also it's on Goodreads if you want to add it on Goodreads.
Yeah.
And you can see the great reviews that are on there.
One of them is from me.
One of them is from Abby. One of them is from Kelsey, the iconic ARC reader. And yeah, it's really, I love this book, and
I do too.
I'm really excited for other people to read it.
Yeah, so that'll be really awesome. As always, I'm so proud of you.
I hit the whip. Can't take compliments.
So the 2 songs that remind us of that book, we're not going to tell you right now, but I'm just saying that they are some bangers. They're like ones that we've been waiting for, you know?
Oh yeah.
So it'll be good.
It's going to be amazing.
Other than that, is there anything else that we wanted to say?
Eras Tour is supposed to be coming back soon. Our thoughts are with everybody who's in Florida that's impacted by the time this episode comes out, that's been impacted by Hurricane Milton. I don't know if Miami's not supposed to get hit really, but the storm is supposed to go basically over Florida. And the south side of hurricanes apparently is the worst size because it's like it picks stuff up and then it goes and I am not a meteorologist, but the meteorologists are freaking out. So obviously this hurricane will already have hit by the time this episode comes out, but anyone impacted by it, we're thinking of you. And if the Eras Tour still goes there, Taylor always donates to local food banks when she's in the area. So, she'll help out with relief. But
yeah.
Also, if you're going to that Eras Tour, if you're traveling from somewhere and there's any issues with like supplies or overcrowding or your hotel, just do a little bit of a mental reset because they're in a state of emergency in most of Florida. So as exciting as it is to see Taylor Swift, people also are trying to survive. So just keep that in mind while you're there. Like, have an amazing time. But
yeah, this is a really tough time. Our heart is with everyone. We want everyone to be safe and happy. And we love you all.
Crispy high five.
Crispy high five. Thank you so much for listening, everyone.
Crisp.
Bye.
Bye. And in the blink of
Well, now that's going to be in my head forever.
I mean, am I wrong?
You're not.